Hello, friends. Welcome to A Life Rebuilt. If you're new here, my name is Laura. I make videos for people who are starting life over, people like me. So far, I've only accomplished a little bit of my do-over in life, so I don't have tons of expert advice to share, but I'm sharing my story, so hopefully we can learn together. Just knowing that you're not the only one who's needing to start life over is a big help and a big deal. So I hope that if you are also starting life over, that you will join me and we can work on this project together. Last week I started a series of videos about foundational things that we need to do when we're starting life over. And the first video was about knowing who you are. And I don't think I quite covered that topic, so I want to continue on with that some. So, do you know who you are? I didn't. For 34 years, I was married to a man who was a very big personality, well loved by the community. Everybody loved John. Little girls and old ladies especially loved him, and they all wanted to feed him. But some of our friends, I'm not sure how many, but at least more than one, actually referred to me as Mrs. John, even though they knew my actual name. My personality kind of got dwarfed by his. And it wasn't all him. I spent my whole life trying to not be a bother because one tiny trauma after another taught me that to not be a bother was just safer. And another issue was that, like many Americans, my life was drowning in clutter. My life became constrained by all the clutter that was taking up the space in my home and in my head, and it didn't leave a lot of room for me to explore me, to be myself. So that's one of the reasons I'm focusing on decluttering a lot lately. Even when I first became a widow, it seemed that my life was still about other people's expectations. I put so much time and so much energy into doing what I thought was expected of me, what was going to make other people happy and not inconvenience other people. And that's not a comfortable way to live. In fact, I would even go so far as to say that's not living. But I'm not going to hide me anymore. I found this little scrap of paper the other day where I wrote down a quote, and I would love to share the author of the original quote, but I didn't write that down, and I think that probably it was some TikToker or Facebook reel person who didn't give credit to the original author anyway. Anyway, here's the quote. What parts of you did you kill off to become someone who wasn't a bother? And that just, hit me in the chest like a boxer punching me. You can kill off so much of your own personality, I think, that you don't have one left. And that's sad. That's not how we were meant to live. And I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to be a bother. I'm going to make trouble. I'm going to take up space. And I hope you will too. So, how well do you know yourself? I thought of a few things that would help you know that. First one's kind of a test. Write a description of yourself. Take a big sheet of paper, lined if you like, and just write down everything that describes you. And then, in fact, you probably want to pause this video, go do that, and then come back and I'll tell you what to do with what you've written. Okay, here's what you do with what you've written. Take that description of yourself and cross off everything that has to do with how you serve others and your relationships with other people. Cross off things like I'm a parent, or I volunteer at such and such a place. And then see what's left. See what is meaningful to you about you that doesn't have to do with other people. If there's nothing left after you've crossed all those things off, let's work on that. If you have other ideas about how to get to know who you really are, please share those in the comments. Some other things I thought of are just general journaling. That helps with a lot of things. If that's not your cup of tea, maybe just try something new, either a new hobby or a new experience. Go to a new place and observe how that affects you. It's probably better if you do these things solo or with just a spouse. And, see what you like about new things, what you don't like about these new things, and I think that probably will tell us some things about ourselves. I hope that helps. If you find this topic helpful, please subscribe and click that little bell so that you get notifications when I post a new video. And until our next video visit, be well, be at peace, love, and be loved.